I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this dude pulls up to his client's house. He's a lawyer, and ICE is outside.
These people, these are ICE hanging out in front of my client's house. So we're going to see what's up. Oh, it's too early for this, y'all. What's going on? Who do y'all represent? Who do y'all represent?
Who are you?
I'm the family lawyer here.
Okay, guess my deputy.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, who do you represent?
HSI, Homeland Security Investigations.
Homeland. Wait, I'm sorry. Here's the thing. ICE has they've been wearing plain clothes, and they've just been abducting people off the street. No explanation, no showing their ID, no nothing. They've been grabbing people, black bagging, as they call it in some dictatorships. The brown shirts were doing this. They were like the Proud Boys in Nazi Germany. But as time went on, they became a more formal, organized group. They turned from the brown shirts, based on the color of their uniforms, to the SA. And from the SA, there's another subdivision that split off called the SS, the Schutzstaffel. And the SA kind of became the military, by and large, became like a division of the military along with the Wehrmacht. And the SS became like the police, basically. And they were going around and just picking people up. And they were lying about it. They weren't wearing their uniforms. They were just grabbing people off the street and throwing them in concentration camps. They're vandalizing shit. So this guy says he's from HSI?
Okay, who do you represent?
HSI, Homeland Security Investigations.
Homeland Security Investigations. You know why I'm suspicious of this? First of all, I can't see that ID. Second, ICE is known for doing this exact type of thing. Third, she's an immigrant. And fourth, we're going to come back to that video, but watch this. This is on the New York subway. I wrote this line.
Yeah, are you guys with ICE? Huh? Are you guys with ICE? ICE? Yeah. What's ICE?
What is ICE, he says. They literally just handcuffed somebody and took him away.
What do you mean what's ICE? I just saw you arrest someone.
I didn't arrest nobody.
No? That guy that was with handcuffs?
He's not arrested.
He was so not ICE? Okay, you guys are just like little bounty hunters?
No.
Alright. So what, you guys are just going around handcuffing people? Hey everyone, check them out. DeKalb. L Street right here.
DeKalb and L Street, that's the stop. Anyway, that's what ICE is doing. They're lying. They're pretending not to be ICE, wearing plain clothes, no identification, and they're just arresting people, just grabbing them, handcuffing them, and taking them away. To where? El Salvador prison, the concentration camp, to Guantanamo Bay is another place. Disturbing shit, for real. Disturbing shit. So when I see somebody showing up with how many people, like, I don't know, 10? How many is here? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 maybe? I think there's another to the left. Like 5 or 6 people to this woman's house, this beautiful house, gigantic house. They have no reason to be here. Aside from the fact that she's an immigrant, that's it. Why is Homeland Security Investigations here? Well, he asked that question and they answer.
Sorry, Homeland Security Investigations.
All right, what's going on?
We need to talk to her, make sure she's doing okay.
Who? That's not her.
I wait for him.
Yeah.
Dude pointed to the guy's assistant and said, we need to talk to her. Like, I can't even. I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah.
We're looking for Amy.
For what?
We're doing a welfare check on her.
A welfare check. They're doing a welfare check. Isn't that nice of them? A welfare check. Making sure she's doing okay. Making sure she wasn't captured and sent to a concentration camp, I would like to think.
Make sure she's doing okay. That's
What's
what's
the basis?
Listen, I can tell you.
Okay.
Welfare checks are not done by the federal government. These are feds. They admitted to being feds. They're just lying about which federal organization they're with. Welfare checks are done by police. I've never heard of a federal agent doing a welfare check. Are they even like allowed to do that? I don't think so. You have to be operating on behalf of the federal government, not like state, municipality, or city, whatever. Why would they be doing a welfare check?
Coordinates, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Immigration court case has been closed by the judge. We're just waiting on a...
Her immigration court case is closed.
What are we waiting on?
Just for the priority date.
Priority date for her green
She
card.
can request for green card.
Perfect. We still need to talk to her.
Okay, I can set up an appointment at my office. We can do that.
Perfectly fine. You got a card?
Nah, but I can give you my name and number. Come on, man. See, I don't know.
He said, so where is she? Holy shit, dude. These are indistinguishable from brown shirts. These are brown shirts. These are violent. You know, police represent force, and sometimes that's necessary. You know, you got a dude that's beating up on his wife. You need a you need a representative of force to come in and stop it and protect people sometimes, right? I'm not opposed to there being representations of force, but if you're going to give somebody the right to force somebody else to do something, by carrying a gun with them, by deputizing them to throw them in prison, to literally give them permission to kill another human being if the circumstances warrant it, if they're not, you know, following Simon Says or whatever at a traffic stop. If they're doing that, you need to have an obscene amount of oversight and regulation and make sure that their position of authority is not being abused. But just as what happened in Germany in the 30s, the representatives of force were given a blank check to do whatever they wanted to people, whatever they wanted. People just end up dead in society, randomly, taken away by random people, no explanation, no nothing, and they're never seen again. That's what's happening right now. Seriously, that is what's happening. If you're unaware of it, go read about it. There are a billion cases of people just up and disappearing because they're picked up by ICE, pretending to be any number of different things. Homeland Security investigations, or just random people.
Okay.
I don't know. She's around somewhere, I'm assuming.
Again, you need to talk to the sponsor and to...
Okay, so now you need to talk to the sponsor too. You say you need to talk to her. Now, who you need to talk to so I can set you up.
Well, I would...
He needs to talk to whoever it takes to get her in a room so he can send his plainclothes officers. Plainclothes, by the way, they're not wearing uniforms. There's no sign at all that these are officers of the law in any way, shape, or form executing official duties. They're normal people wearing jeans and a t-shirt showing up here intending to grab her. Why are there 4 of them? They're doing, 6 of them or something. They're doing a welfare check. Why do you need 4, 5, 6 people to do a welfare check? You don't. You need that many to grab somebody and drag them into your van and take them away to a concentration camp.
You say you need to talk to her. Now, who you need to talk to so I can set you up.
Well, I would... Because
I'm trying to prevent you all from coming back into this neighborhood. You understand? And she's doing fine. I don't know what. Again, I know what you're here for. I don't know if this is the first time this has ever happened. So this must be a new policy.
Any other questions?
Nah, you? All right.
Now, where the hell are they going? Did they all did they walk here? Where the fuck is their car? They're not just going around in plain clothes. They're going around in unmarked vehicles, seemingly. Yeah, where was their car? Where were they going just now? This is full-blown brown shirt behavior. This is all the way Nazi Germany shit. Now, let's just finish this little saga right here with these 2 fools, where they're standing on the subway after arresting somebody, standing on a train, pretending that they're not ICE or they're not law enforcement or anything at all. Literally nothing.
People? And everyone, check them out. It's a call. L Street right here. What are you guys doing? None of my business? I pay taxes. My public business.
Yeah, it is our fucking business.
I pay taxes. Exactly. Probably not more than me.
Okay, shouldn't have gotten in this argument, but I get it.
Oh, yeah? So you work with ICE? What about where I work? Okay. All right.
Well, he literally just black-bagged somebody. He literally grabbed somebody off the street and put handcuffs on them and brought them who knows where. So it is our fucking business, actually. As a community, if not tax-paying citizens.
So what? I just saw you racial profile that kid. Handcuff him. Racial profile. That's crazy.
The internet, baby.
Where are you guys going? Yeah? You gonna look for some more people in a racial profile? Right on. Oh, look at these guys. Look, oh, now they're
Oh, the train stopped. Yeah, they probably didn't want to be in this conversation anymore.
walking out. Shame. Shame. All right. All right. You got this ice? Let me see your ice. Let me see your fucking let's see it, dude.
Oh my God. Okay, these doors, they are not automatic. Okay, they're not like an elevator. You stick your hand in and it opens. They are on a motor that is literally strong enough to cut your pinky off. It's controlled by the conductor. If he doesn't see some shit going on, you could be in some trouble. Like if your bag gets caught in the door, you're gonna die. Really, it doesn't happen very often, but from time to time it does. My wife's coming home from law school, and the train gets stopped. Like they just stop. They're not even all the way to the station. They have to like get out of the cars and walk the rest of the way through the tunnel because somebody was walking between the cars while it was moving, and they literally got cut in half. They got cut in half. That shit happens. Subways are dangerous, like really, really dangerous. But anyway, this is a really stupid thing to do. And it shows how entitled this guy is, that he believes he's completely immune from consequences because you don't do this.
Let's see it, dude.
He's pulling out a flashlight.
Look at this, dude. We don't
Waving this light around to tell the conductor that it's a police officer.
pay for them. Look at these guys, bro. Don't worry about it. That's what I thought. Typical. Look at this guy, bro. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, guys.
That is chilling shit right there. That is like really, really chilling shit. That plainclothes people completely like you have no way of identifying them to know if they're a kidnapper. They could be a fucking kidnapper for all we know. There's just some random dude. And they're out here picking people up and taking them to who knows where. I don't know where. Do you know where? Where the fuck are they taking them? I know they're sending a lot of people to this mega prison, to this concentration camp. You know, this isn't even legal what they're doing. They are representing force as police officers. Officers of the law are supposed to legally represent force, right? But they're not legally representing force here. They're just coming in, grabbing people, and taking them off to who knows where. No explanation, no identification, no nothing. And as far as I know, I don't think that they've done this to any U.S. citizens yet, like full citizens. They've done it to permanent residents of the United States, lots of them, for doing literally nothing more than just saying things that Donald Trump doesn't like things oppositional to Israel and what they're up to right now, that type of shit. Does not get more disturbing than this. And, you know, in Germany, the thing that Hitler wanted more than anything else was for people to not know. He wanted people to not know what was going on. He put a lot of time and effort into covering up the crimes of the Nazis. You know, you don't whistleblow. You never whistleblow because he's going to come after you and fucking kill you if you do. You had to work on local communities, person to person, to spread the word that these, you know, that this was happening. These people were in the area. They were hurting people, or they were picking people up, or they were doing this or that or whatever. And believe it or not, pretty much from day one, everybody in Germany was aware of what was going on in the concentration camps and everything. They knew. They were fully aware. Afterward, some people like convinced themselves that they didn't know this whole time. They had no idea that there were concentration camps and all this stuff. They knew. Everybody knew. Anyway, at the time, those people had a responsibility to know what was happening, and we have that responsibility today. If they can't do anything, if there's literally nothing that can be done, fine. But you have a responsibility to at least know it's happening. at a bare minimum. We have a responsibility to watch videos like that and be aware of how these people act and the things that they do so that we can, at the very least, if nothing else, try to protect others from dealing with, but from being on the wrong end of their force. This isn't like super related, but this is just another example of how the Republican Party is representing force when they're not entitled to. In this case, they're using force to prevent protests in the case we're about to watch. I know it feels like protest doesn't do anything, but it actually does. Like, surprisingly. I didn't realize this, but, after reading about World War II and everything, protest, publicity, attention is the last thing anybody wants. They do not want attention on their activities. And here is a case where the Republican representatives in this little municipality are trying to prevent protest at all costs, even stepping outside the bounds of the law. This video is titled "Public Meeting Where You Have to Identify Yourself. This is not normal and shouldn't be tolerated or accepted for public discourse." So dude goes to a town meeting and he's told to sign in.
Excuse me. Excuse me, you must sign in.
What's that?
You must sign in.
What is it?
You have to sign in for town meeting. Either you're a registered voter, you can sign in with the poll pad, or you're a visitor and you have to sign in using a visitor pass.
You have to sign something to go to a public meeting?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
No thanks.
It's the law.
No, it is not the law.
It's not the law. Oh, she's snitching. She's snitching.
Hey, excuse me. You need to sign in as a visitor, please. You can't be in this area.
No, it's a public meeting. It's a public area. Please leave me alone.
You have
Can you please leave me
you
alone?
have to sign.
I'm
in.
trying to,
He does not have to sign in.
ma'am, I'm trying to work here.
Excuse me. I am working here.
Can you
also.
stop? I'm trying to work.
I am working here.
That's funny. The guy's like, "Excuse me, ma'am, I'm trying to do my job, okay?" That's funny.
Also.
Hey, go up there and work.
No, you go out right now.
It's a public
You have
meeting.
to- you-
Open to the public. I don't.
In these types of situations, if it really were like a law, she would get force. She would get a representation of force to show up and enforce the law. But it's not a law. Sometimes, however, the representation of force shows up anyway and, exerts their force whether they're entitled to or not. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses, as they say, right?
You have to sign in
have to
order
sign
to be in this
anything.
room, and you have to sit up front
I
so
don't
that
have
you
to
do
sign
not vote.
anything. I don't have to sign anything. It's a public meeting.
I will get.
And why do you assume that he doesn't vote? Like, I didn't get that impression that he's not like a local voter. What are you talking about?
Ooh, she's snitching too. She's snitching too.
Hi, are you folks here, you citizens of the town? Residents of the town?
What's that?
Are you a resident of the town?
Did you? I'm sorry. What's that?
Are you a resident of the
Oh,
town?
I don't answer questions. Thank you, though.
Dude, you know what I would have done? I like how this guy's doing it, but I would have just kept saying, "I'm sorry, like, I can't, can you write it?" And then you're like, "Your writing is so bad, I can't read it." Just keep doing that. That would be really funny.
Okay.
Anybody can speak.
No.
Yes.
No.
You might want to check up on the law because
Well,
you're about to land
no.
yourself a lawsuit tonight. So
No,
go check
you
it. Go,
This guy claims to be an attorney.
go talk to your lawyer.
Can be recognized. Okay.
Go talk to your lawyer, sweetheart.
And you're going to go to the meeting, but as long as there's no disruption of the meeting. Okay?
What's your name?
I'm John Barrett. I'm town moderator.
Right, I think I
I have to make sure
think I
that the
met you.
people
Aren't you an attorney
are
in
voting.
that town?
I am.
I met you right.
You're an attorney?
I'm an attorney. Yes.
Oh, God.
So listen,
Where did you get your law degree? A Cracker Jack box?
You should sit in one of the seats.
I'm going to stand right here. I prefer to stand. I've been in the car all day. I've been working.
So not only did they tell him they have to find, or they have to sign in, not only do they have to sign in, but they also have to sit in a designated area up front so that they, can't cause disruptions, I don't know. What's the point here? This is an attempt to stifle dissent, to prevent people from protesting. You're not allowed to be here unless we allow you in. That is not how the United States has ever worked. This is a public meeting. just disgusting shit, man. This is fascism, guys. We're watching fascism right now unfold. You ever wonder how it happened or how people allowed this to take place? They didn't. Okay, the German people were the world's forgotten victim of World War II. 20% or so were Nazis. Some percentage were indifferent or had some, sensitivities to it or whatever. But a large subset of the population was not Nazi, did not like what was happening, did not stand for it, and did whatever they could to prevent this from playing out. There's a MAGA subset, and there's an indifferent subset who would probably, if push came to shove, they'd probably hide somebody if they really needed to. And then there's a horrified subset, which we fall into, presumably, where nobody wants this in this group. This is horrifying. We'll do whatever it takes to stop this. Like, holy fuck. This is how it all played out. This is what happened. We are watching this happen in real time. And it is disturbing as it gets, honestly.
Okay, all right. Well, you can stand.
if
I
you
know
want.
I can. I'm calling.
What if he wants to sit, though?
If he wants to sit, we're gonna have to find other places.
I'm
for him
good.
to sit.
I'm good.
What if he wants to stand, though?
It's good.
He's f***ing with him. I like that. I appreciate that. You should always make a fool of fascists. That's important. Because the whole thing is built off of manliness, masculinity, coolness. That's why the Nazis had sleek black jackets and nice hats and all of that. It was all about aesthetics, strength. You have a moral responsibility to embarrass these people. Embarrass them so hard that their face will be red for a week. That is your moral responsibility.
What if he wants to stand, though?
If he wants, he can stand if he wants.
But what if he wants to sit?
All right, I'm not answering these questions.
Yeah.
Supercuts did a great job, by the way.
Not required to.
Another dude trying to get them to leave.
Yes. It's an open meeting. It is an open meeting, but it is required to sign these.
This is why it's important to have uniforms, because you need to know when somebody has the right to represent force. People can't just come in plain clothes and impose their will on you. That's not how America has ever worked. They shouldn't ever be able to do that. You should know if someone has a right to impose their will on you by the uniform or the badge. And we've got pieces of shit like this who are just pretending to be representatives of force.
Cool.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
Yesterday, when I came in, you were trying to tell me that I have to sign in to attend a public meeting. You told me that it was the law.
Oh, apparently I was wrong.
Okay, so it's not a law at all?
Apparently not.
So you guys won't be doing that to anyone anymore, right?
I don't know that for a fact.
Well,
Oh, so she's going to completely ignore the law and try to impose her will on people and claim that it is the law. Lie to people to try to get them to follow her instructions, then, is what she's saying.
I think that you just clarified to me that you understand now that it is not the law that people have to sign in.
Yep.
Do you intend to try and bully and force people to comply with something that's not a
What I
law?
am told to do, and that is all.
Well, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Huh, I feel like I've heard that before. Just doing what I'm told. Anyway, that's the end of the video, but tell me what you think about it in the comments. Like, what is going on right now? We need to be aware of what our rights are, and honestly, I say this without a hint of irony. Hide people now! It's time! Hide people! If you know somebody in your community that needs help, or whatever, do something! Because they're literally sending them to concentration camps right now. Do something! Protect them! You got a basement? Put a fucking mattress in it. Whatever it takes to protect people, it's time now. Do it.